Good morning, everyone. It is 7:30. Sebastian is still asleep. This is amazing. I've been awake since like before 5 because my brain. And I didn't wake him up, and he usually just comes down on his own around 6:15, I'd say. Around the time I normally wake him up. But he's sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. Sounds congested, but I have paid for Jax's after school club because that's due soon. I'm starting to print out more work for Sebastian. His teacher says that we're doing just what their class is doing, so I guess we're fine. I haven't called the doctor yet. I think they open in a few minutes, but I want to see how Sebastian's doing so I can give a good update. But Jax actually accidentally went back to sleep after I woke him up, so he's in a tizzy. I'm gonna make his lunch, and yeah, we'll get this day on track.
Oops.
It's okay. Is it 2 again? Are you sure? Hello everyone. I have everything edited as usual and up until this point, but it's just been another day of taking care of Sebastian. He felt wretched this morning. Kept telling me how bad he felt. I mean, the cough is pretty bad in the morning. Danny and I are thinking it's more and more obvious that he did have a sinus infection, and the antibiotics started working right away. Like Thursday, he was already feeling so much better, like the day after starting them. Friday, he was allowed to go back to school because it had been 24 hours. And he didn't feel so great because diarrhea hit. That's just a side effect of the antibiotics, but the cold was going away. Unfortunately, Saturday, after one day back at school, it's like he caught another freaking cold, because like Saturday night he gets a fever and then the clear snot starts all over again and the cough comes back all over again, and now he's going through another full cold cycle on top of having to take the antibiotics for the sinus infection. So we can't tell if the sinus infection is going away because he's got a cold on top of it. That's our take. Obviously, we don't have MDs, but seriously. So yeah, we kept him home because he was miserable and coughing, borderline fevers. Like at times he was going between ripping off his shirt and putting on a hoodie all day long. We made it through some school, as you saw, but then lots of anger and throwing the pencil and laying on the desk. I would say it's all from the sickness, but it's not. When we were homeschooling and we had to do writing, he was like that. It'll get easier as he gets better at it, I'm sure, but we made it through an art thing that I was going to do at the end, but he convinced me he would absolutely do all of his work without complaining if I let him do it first, and that was a lie, as always. But we did the art, and he requested we paint autumn trees, so we did that. We did a math sheet. I was told they're doing place value up to 2 digits, so we did another sheet about that, and just reading practice in general, I am told. So we read some sentences and chose the correct words to write into them, and he wrote them in, and then he wrote his own sentence. It was all Halloween themed. They're still doing that me on the map thing. So today we looked at the United States, and there was a few questions that we needed to do. So he was able to find Virginia based on the shape, because we just did that yesterday. And then there's a few things like, where do you want to go, color in that state, color in the states you've been to, and different things like that. Did we do anything else? Oh yeah, so just threw in a little maze because he likes mazes. At one point, tried to get him more upbeat, and we did a little 5-minute dance break when he had more energy. But yeah, he's been eating half delicately, half normal. At one point he begged for a sandwich, so I made him a little half sandwich like I would normally put in his lunch. Just less mustard. That was the first cheese he's had in a while, and a little bit of roast beef. He loved it. He was like, I want another one, but it kind of spoiled his dinner because he ate it at 2:30 and we had dinner like at 5:30. I don't know. But yeah, he still says his poos are half and half. That's what we're calling them. So it's totally livable. It's dealable, and he's gone back to being independent. He's not nervous about it. He's even standing and peeing. I know it's probably too much information. He personally doesn't care if I talk about it because he's so young. But we all deal with that. Like, it's a medicine side effect, and we've just told him, dude, you're probably going to deal with it till a couple days after you're done. Today we almost forgot the antibiotics both times. This morning with chaos, because I almost didn't check on Jax to see that he was up. I was thinking, oh, we'd be at this bus stop right now. The bus is going by. I was paying for Jax's little club. And then a few minutes later, I'm like, we get back from the bus stop after 7, and Jax is supposed to get up at 7, and I haven't heard him. I'm like, are you awake? I text him, and he doesn't answer, so I go up and I wake him up. I have to wake him up like 50% of the time. And then I go back downstairs, and then he's still not down. Like 10 minutes later, I have to go back, and he went back to sleep. Then he gets so mad at himself when he does that. So he's mad and slamming and rushing and dropping things because of it. But we got out the door. I left him right away because he met his friends. And he's like getting really close to this one girl who lives one street down, and I love it. She seems really great, and it makes him real happy. You might have seen the video of him coming home from the park, and he's just pep in his step, and they have so much in common. I'm just really glad that even though he doesn't super love school as we predicted, he's so good at making friends. But anyway, I did call the doctor about Sebastian after I got back from walking the dog, and was told there's only one nurse working today. The nurse usually gets on the phone to chat with you, and she would just have to call us back. Never called back. But yeah, as the day went on, the ebbs and the flows of how he was feeling really pointed to this is another bad cold. We're at the early beginning stages of it, like 2 or 3 days in, where you're just like your worst. It seems to be progressing. He started to cough up like the yellowy stuff and have yellowy boogers. So his body's fighting it. I guess we'll see. I can call the doctor again tomorrow if I feel like we need it. They have Yom Kippur off tomorrow. So I do not have to wake up at 5:30. Danny will be the first one into the bathroom at 6:15. And I'll probably wake up when he's leaving the bathroom. I don't think there's any way I can sleep in that much, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just laze in bed for a while. Encourage Sebastian to relax. He doesn't think he can. I need to take Jax to the mall because we missed out on getting last month's $5 GameStop gift certificate apparently. I can't remember, but it seems like it. And what is in my ear? I keep feeling something like sand, like down on this part. How did I get Sebastian wants to come, but he needs to be doing better. I mean, he doesn't have to be perfect. He can have a cold, but he needs to not look like he's dying and collapsing from coughing, so we'll see. And also, I don't really want to have to like deal with him needing a potty break, which comes more often than normal. Obviously peas are fine in a public place, but nobody wants to do anything else, and that part comes a little more often right now. Anyway, that's my update. Oh, I guess Danny's gonna get a clear wrap put on the car to keep it from getting scratched. He did it to the last one, but Friday we'll have to bring my car someplace, which means I gotta drive somewhere, so we have a car to get back, and then I won't have my car at all until Wednesday. I'm like, why does it take that long? He says it's like 3 full days because they have to do things and let it dry in between or something. I'm like, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, why do they need that many days? I think it's bothering me because I've just been stuck at home with Sebastian and stuck at home with Sebastian and stuck at home and stuck at home. Luckily, I don't seem to be catching whatever he currently has. I'm still just getting up the last of the phlegm from my cold. I do sometimes wear a mask around him, like I did when he first started showing symptoms again anytime I was close. But today I didn't really, so we'll see if I regret that. I have a mask on me at all times. But I don't know. I hope he's better enough. I keep saying that and it doesn't sound like the right grammar. I hope he's well enough. I know that's correct, but I'm trying to get across that I hope he continues to get better to the point at which he could go to school. I guess I just need to use more words. It'd be nice, because I don't know if I can infinitely just keep saying he's not coming in. I almost forgot. I didn't mark him as he's not coming to school because he's sick until like afternoon. I was like, I never put that into the computer, right? So I did that, and I've emailed the school as well. They have an email address for it, so hopefully that's okay. I'm like, well, all these days are blurring together. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you he's not coming. Anyway, I just doubled the video length of this ramble, and I'm sure you are so freaking sick of watching me ramble about our family being sick that you probably didn't make it to this point. Maybe 2 of you did. So if you did, give yourself a cookie. You're amazing. You are the real heroes. Thank you for listening to me. And hopefully my days will get better and less boring for you to watch. Good night. Stay safe. Be kind. And don't forget, wash your hands.